Hey everybody out there in Atlanta, it's your man Thomas shooting a rollie. I guess it's about a 45-minute presentation. I'm actually gonna attempt to record this version of the opportunity. I'm actually gonna just record it. Uh, I believe that I can do a pretty good job doing that. Let's see. So I'm just gonna go sign in my back office. Now we have these webinars Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. One is at 8 on Wednesday, and the other two, Monday and Friday, is at 3 Eastern Standard Time. So every time I do our regular Power Team video, I might do a live with that, and then I'll come back. It just all depends on how I'm feeling that day. If I really want to get the message out, or if I want to add to it or get more information out there, then I will record my screen and go ahead on and record the presentation. Yeah, so I kind of like the fact that when I record my screen, I'm here, so you know who I am, and I'm not just showing you, you know what I'm saying, something online, and you're thinking like, was that him? He could be streaming anybody. So I'm literally going to sign in and everything, so you can see that this is my account. This is the company that I'm telling you about, that I'm so proud of. We're doing big stuff, man. We're doing big things. So 258 600 two-factor authentication on everything, people. I'm telling you, it's a lifesaver. It will save you, save your business, save people from trying to hit you up and rob you. Just being real. Alright, so put that up there, I guess. And yes, so we in the building. I checked my microphone already. Yeah, so so all we got to do right here, see, in order to see, or in order to log in, is to see, you see this right here, it says the new CFX social movement is right here, center stage. So it shows you Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right? You click on that, it opens up. It's already on English, which is perfect. So on Friday, it's at 3 p.m. So we can join the meeting right from our back office. On Wednesdays, 9:30 a.m. I don't know if that's the Spanish version. This is the English version. So we have a Spanish version too for my Spanish speaking friends. You can actually check out the Spanish version at 9:30 a.m. on Wednesdays. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead on and catch this on the Zoom. I'm going to open the Zoom.
Real. I said, you put $300 in and you follow the trades for a week. Jeremy said you can almost log in if you watch the web TV. You could almost play some of the exact same trades in your own account if you're watching it live.
Wow.
So it's amazing. It's amazing where we've come from July. It's amazing from when we watch that launch video every day, and just to see all of the people that came together in November, and to imagine when all of the dust settles from this pandemic, and I know Oscar and Edwin are very excited about hosting an event in Punta Cana. I mean, I could just imagine we've got people getting visas in all different countries already. I mean, we could see 5,000 people in Punta Cana, man.
Top.
Absolutely. So, and there's many people on this call that attended the inaugural meeting in Panama, and that's why on our corporate website we've got so many faces looking at that wall of monitors, which is kind of a highlight of the corporate offices. And in fact, if guests are here in this room not knowing what I'm talking about, in about 5 or 6 minutes you'll actually see screenshots from that amazing facility that the company has purchased and is almost wrapped up their construction. So there's so much exciting stuff going on. But it's time for us to begin, and we're going to begin in a slightly different way than we usually do. We are going to hear from the CEO of CFX right at the front of this call, and then we have the opportunity to hear from him twice later on when he interviews that very special guest. Oscar, please feel free.
Hello, guys. How are you, John?
Great. It sounds like Justin's great. We were just talking about the fact that tomorrow's payday, and we've got the sort of the double benefit of it being the 16th of the month as well.
Yes. Oh my God, it's true. It's 16th and it's Saturday.
Saturday the 16th.
We've got a lot of upgrades happening over the weekend.
Double jeopardy, my friend. It's looking awesome this week, and we're very happy. We have like cool stuff that are coming, and we're going to announce. But let's do something, John. Let's go ahead with the call. Let's welcome everybody and the new ones, the guests that are get to know our company. So let's begin. We are on top of the hour, and then later on, in the half of the call, we're gonna come back and talk a little bit more and share some exciting news and success
these are some of
our members.
My teammates.
Okay, happy to do it that way. No problem
this
at all.
guy right here.
So Justin, why don't we do this? Even though we're a minute or two after the hour, I'd just love to get a sense of what we're talking about. Talking to. So if you could just ask everyone to let us know whether they're participating or here as a guest, and after that we'll dive right into things.
Well, let's start with the members. If all of our beautiful, wonderful CFX members around the world will simply drop a 2 in the chat and identify yourselves, please. And here comes all the 2s. What's really cool is the members come back event after event, maybe to hear something presented a little bit differently, maybe to hear the testimonial, maybe to hear what our CEO has to say. And so there's all of our members. And welcome to the call, guys. Thanks for taking time out of your Friday. Now, for
Sydney, Australia.
Sydney.
Someone's getting up really early.
That's right, man. I saw that. We've got, guys, we are represented in over 100 plus. I don't even know. Maybe Waskar has an update. I know we say 100 plus. Maybe it's 105, 110 different countries around the world. Now, for all of our guests, if you're here today and you are taking a look at this business for the very first time, you have not joined us yet, please drop a number 1. All of our guests, please drop a number 1 in the chat. And here come the number 1s. These calls are really designed for you. We want you to see the transparency. We want you to see the humanness and the integrity of not just us, but our CEO and the company in general. And so again, to all of our guests, welcome. And of course, thank you for taking some time out of your day and spending with us here today.
Yes.
Thank you very much for that, Justin. Thank you for all of you that are either here as a return visitor because you're already taking advantage of this platform. And then we know there's many of you, thousands and thousands of you around the world and growing very quickly. But as Justin just said, we're very excited. We're always excited to see those number 1s fill up the chat because you're looking at this for the very first time. And one of the things that we were chatting, so we skipped the 5-minute countdown, but I had more fun visiting than doing that. So what you're going to have an opportunity to review over the next few minutes is stated in this sentence at the bottom of your slide. Success in the global Forex marketplace. And perhaps this is why we are seeing that growth in so many countries around the world, because we are talking about a global Forex market. Now, if you are here for the first time and you don't know what that global Forex market is or what that means, or you're a little unclear, don't worry. We're going to run you through a crash course on that only takes a couple of minutes. And we have an absolutely fantastic presenter that's going to do that for you. But before we do, I want to focus just for a minute on why we've pulled these calls together with the frequency that we're pulling them together. Well, apologies. I'm going to just do a quick share and make sure our audio is connected. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear it. At this time of unprecedented worry and anxiety, driven by a single virus, baffling the brightest minds in science, there are lessons that we can take from this global pandemic. We are all equal, regardless of our culture, religion, occupation, financial situation, or social status. It is reminding us that we're all connected, and something that affects one person affects another. It is also reminding us just how important family and home are, how providing for those we love is of critical importance, especially in times of crisis, and how difficult or even impossible that can become under certain circumstances. The world we know is going to change. There's no escaping that fact. One thing still in your control: what you do with your time. There's a tiny percentage of people globally that are completely free of debt, not beholden to anyone. And as incredible as that may sound, anyone can accomplish a similar degree of this success. With proper guidance, you can attain the same freedom and the same peace of mind to enjoy family and friends, regardless of what may be happening in the world around you. While real financial security is available to everyone, it doesn't happen on its own, and it's not easy, but it is absolutely possible for you. To learn what steps you can take today, and to make sure that you're numbered amongst those that are financially free, get back to the person that shared this video with you and take action today. So, for many people watching this, if you are at home and you are one of the statistics that has been dramatically affected, perhaps you've been downsized, or perhaps the business that you work in, or even more, the business that you own has been forced to close. Perhaps you've got ongoing expenses and your income source has been turned off. I understand that there's many people that are suffering right now in many different ways all around the world. In that video, it talked about financial freedom, it talked about financial security, and that may sound like it's pure fantasy or truly unbelievable or unattainable, especially at this particular stage, at this particular time in your life. But we're going to be talking about some financial success principles, two of them specifically. And one of them is the ability to leverage yourself. And the second is the ability to compound. And as we move through these presentations, we'll make those two things very clear to you. And you can create results in an interval or period of time that may surprise even you. And this project has done that, is doing that right now for thousands of people all around the world. So we're very excited if you're here for the first time to go through these details. And we have a very special guest that's going to be walking through the CFX Academy, teaching you what that academy is, and just as excitedly teaching you about the trading products that CFX is using in the global Forex marketplace. Ron, please feel free to take it away.
Excellent. Thank you so much, John. I want to throw some credit back your way too, my friend. Anybody that's new to the company may not realize, John Kinnear, he started off the same as you guys. He was in the field. He was one of our first members here at Cash FX, and he got extremely excited about it. He has a lot of experience in the industry, both in the Forex as well as the network marketing. And so John just started volunteering and getting involved on a regular, on a daily basis, and did this for several months. And one day Waskar reached out to him and offered him the marketing director position, and all of us behind the scenes. I mean, it was a no-brainer. It was definitely an earned position. And John, I just want to thank you for all that you do for the company. Every single day, all day long.
Rock, brother.
I mean, you and I are both in Pacific time zone, and man, you're up all hours of the night and back up in the morning. I don't know how you do it. I don't know if you're living on coffee or Red Bull or what you're doing, but amazing, my friend. Thank you so much for all your contribution.
Thanks, Ron. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So, guys, I'm excited to be here to share this opportunity with you guys. If you have never seen this before, you're in for a real treat here. So let's just jump right into it. So John talked about, two trending industries, two things that Cash FX is involved in. And when Waskar Lopez, the CEO and co-founder of the company, when he came to me back in May 2019, I guess it would have been, and asked me to take on the project, my own company called the Conversion Pros. We develop custom software. And I've known Waskar for well over 9 years now. We've done different projects together. He briefed me on what the project was going to be. And one of the things that Waskar and I have been looking for over the years is a home run that can literally help millions of people globally. And it didn't take me long. He did it wasn't this presentation, it was the first version of it that wasn't even completely done at that time. But it was enough for me to see the vision of where Waskar wanted to go with this. And, one of the things I like to mention is that when Waskar decided to launch CashFX, it wasn't because he had a great comp plan, okay? It was because he had a great product. He had experience behind the scenes. They had already been doing this personally for well over a year prior to deciding to launch the company. So he had the knowledge. He had the team behind the company that was already trading. Waskar did extremely well in Bitcoin. So he has a large nest egg that he was able to trade. And it was through all of this that birthed the idea of CashFX. And so what are the two trending industries? Let's just jump right into it. E-learning is one of the very first ones that I like to touch on. And when Waskar came to me and explained to me what it was that he wanted to do, my company was already involved in e-learning. We had already developed it for the medical industry, for a former company that I owned, a biotech company. And so we were fresh off of that. And I said, that's great. We can literally help you with all your e-learning. And then he said, and then I want to be involved in the Forex market. Okay, well, back 15 years ago, I developed a bot for the Forex, and I've been trading Forex over the years. So, it was really hit close to home, but it was his overall vision that he had for the company, how he wanted to bring it out with all the industry first and things that really spoke volumes to me. But so let's talk e-learning here for a second. E-learning is a massive industry, guys. Its global market worth is about 325 billion expected by 2025. So, we're experiencing right now a tremendous amount of growth. But if you look at what happened just from 2001 through 2017, it already saw a 900% market growth. Okay, that was the start of the industry. Well, if you guys understand exponential growth, this industry is going to experience that as well. All right. And what it does, why it's so important, if you look at a traditional company that has, say, a global reach, all right, they usually will set up training centers for all their new people coming in, all right, and then you've got to travel in and get your training done, and then go back and you can work in the field. With e-learning, what it's allowing is it's cutting edge technology that can literally cut the required amount of time down to 40-60% less than a classroom. But think about that for a second. Think about the expense that's also saved by these companies by doing this. You're able to create something one time and then continually add to the content, but you're able to do it one time and then leverage through that. So it's absolutely incredible. Also, when you go to a classroom, you're going to retain about 20 or 30% of what you're told. So if you're there over a 2 or 3 day period, it doesn't matter how good you are at taking notes. If you didn't record every minute of that, you're going to miss something, okay? And then you're going to have to go back and ask questions again. Whereas with e-learning, you have this at your fingertips 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You literally could leverage this over and over and over again so you can learn while you earn, all right? So amazing. I love e-learning. It's a great industry. But when you pair it with something as large as the Forex,
God almighty.
I mean, think about that. The Forex market, if you guys don't understand how big this is, let's put it in perspective. Who thinks the New York Stock Exchange is a massive market? Okay? A lot of people, I've met people that have never left the United States. They've always lived right here. They're focused on their job, their family, and they don't get out a whole lot. And to them, the New York Stock Exchange is a massive market. What could be bigger? Well, what could be bigger would be the equities market at $191 billion in trading volume per day. Okay, and then you got the futures market at $437 billion. But if you take all of these markets and combine them, they don't even come close to what the Forex market does on a daily basis, which is $5.3 trillion. All right. As we get into this, you guys are going to understand a little bit of leverage and things. Okay. The Forex market allows you to really leverage heavily, but it doesn't mean you want to do that, okay? So let's go through this quick video here, John, and this will help explain some of the points.
Foreign exchange market, or Forex for short, is a global, decentralized, over-the-counter market for the trading of currencies. This market determines foreign exchange rates for every currency. It includes all aspects of buying, selling, and exchanging currencies at current or determined prices. You have probably already participated in the Forex market. If you've ever traveled to another country, you would have exchanged some of your own country's currency for the currency of the country you're going to visit. If you didn't spend all your exchanged currency and deposit it into your bank account when you returned home, and that currency went up in value during your vacation, you would have received more of your home currency for your exchange currency when you deposited your excess foreign currency into your bank. This is also how you make money in the global Forex market. There are plenty of ways to invest your money. Lots of people purchase stocks or bonds. The Forex market has several advantages over the stock and bond market. Stock and bond markets frequently have bull periods and bear periods. A bull period is identified when just about everything in the market is going up. A bear period is identified when just about everything in the market is going down. While it's easy to make money in a bull market, it's much harder for a trader to make money in a bear market when prices are falling day after day. In Forex, there never really is a bear market or a bull market, since each trade consists of buying one currency while selling another. The market never really goes up or down as a whole. One currency going down naturally means the other counter currency is going up. All that matters is the currency you're interested in is either going up or down. Secondly, the Forex market in general is a level playing field. There are no mergers or acquisitions or inside trading to make the market move unexpectedly. The Forex market is the biggest market in the world, with over $5 trillion a day traded. So no one entity is ever big enough to control a market of that size. The market trades 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. That's 124 hours of continuous trading time available to you. You can start trading at 9 a.m. Monday morning in Sydney, Australia, and wrap up your trading on Friday at 5 p.m. in New York. So the market is ready and waiting for you anytime you want to trade. And because the market is so big, odds are you'll never be stuck in a trade. If you want to get out of a position, you can almost always find someone to buy or sell with. Trades are executed within seconds. Central banks and the global banking industry, governments, financial institutions, multinational corporations, and about 90 million home-based retail trading enthusiasts all trade in the global Forex market.
Excellent. So, guys, right before that video, I said that, the Forex market gives you a ton of leverage and you don't want to necessarily take advantage of that. Let me finish that statement. If you don't know what you're doing, okay? And that's what you're going to be able to walk away from Cash FX if you ever walk away. But you'll be able to take a learned skill set with you. And that video right there, that was a perfect example of a type of e-learning. All right. So as you're going through that video in a very short period of time, it gave you visual, audio, it gave you everything you needed to do to absorb that material. All right. Also in the video, it talked about, it's really difficult to sway the Forex market because it's so large. And if anybody's been watching Bitcoin recently, we know what happened right before the halving, right? The whales kind of came in, drove the price up, and then they dumped it. Okay. That's because the Bitcoin is still in its infancy stages, okay? With the Forex market, it's virtually impossible to have that amount of influence over this market. So it allows you to get into a routine to trade through a mantra, all right? That you basically, set out your trade, steps of what you're looking for, so on and so forth. You'll learn all this in the academy, but let's talk about Cash FX now. This is something that I've had the opportunity to meet all the founders behind the scenes, work with them on a daily basis, and know them over the years. All right. So if you're new here today and you haven't met them yet, the core values that you see up here is exactly how they live their life: transparency, honesty, respect. One of the first things I asked Waskar was, "How transparent are you going to be, with your company?" He said, "Oh, I want to do things that have never been seen before. I want to do things that other companies haven't even thought about. I want to be full transparent," which when you go in your back office, you can actually see live trades happening, okay, through the web TV. Now, the purpose is to provide the Cash FX Global membership with our premium academy and our proprietary automated trading technology, okay? Again, it goes back to earn while you learn. So we want to enable you guys to learn in a very engagement scenario with the e-learning, but at the same time, help you earn through the trading pool. Okay. Our positioning, basically, our academy includes the most basic Forex concepts all the way through advanced concepts. All right. So it starts off with like a trading 101, and then you're going to get all the way through the mindset and everything. We'll talk about that. John, let's go on to the next slide. little bit more about Cash FX before we get behind the scenes of the trading of things, okay? I've talked quite a bit about Waskar. Waskar comes from the network marketing industry, and the fact that he's been a leader. That's how I met him. He was a leader in the industry. He was actually our leader in Dominican Republic. At the time, he was out of Santo Domingo. And myself, my team, we flew in and spent some time there. We did a couple of meetings. We met with the government. All of this was arranged through Waskar and his team. So, but what I got to see with Waskar was how he interacted with his team. True leadership. All of his people knew who he was. They all respected him. And we got to meet, I would say, over the course of 2 days, well over 1,000 people that were in his downline at the time. And it was really what I was looking for out of that trip back 9.5 years ago or whatever, right in that time frame. But it showed me who Waskar was. I had already started getting to know him over the phone, and so when we got there, it was really a first-hand experience. We got to spend about, I think it was 2 weeks out there in Dominican Republic. An individual that I met about 9.5 months ago, is Edwin Abad. Okay, he's the co-founder of Cash FX, and Edwin is amazing. I love Edwin, and the neat thing about it is he speaks from his heart. All right, you can understand. I don't speak very much Spanish at all, and Edwin speaks probably a little bit more English than I do Spanish. All right, so we definitely have that language barrier, but it hasn't affected our relationship one bit because I know exactly who he is as a person, and man, he's amazing. Edwin is another one that works around the clock, guys. He actually coordinates with the professional traders to help develop the algorithms that they feed into the expert advisors or the bots. All right, so they're always working on new algorithms and trade techniques, money management, so on and so forth. But Edwin heads all that up, and even during these difficult market times and stuff, they've done an exceptional job. So. John mentioned the office in Panama City, Panama, and it was neat. In November, a bunch of us went down and we met with about 700 market makers, big leaders in the industry that represented, I believe it was well over 70 countries that were represented there. Since that time, Cash FX has exploded into over 150 countries. So it's been a very busy 9.5 months. But while we were down there, one of the tours that everybody got to take was at the new corporate office. And this is not a lease space, guys. One of the things, as I've spent the last 20 plus years consulting on an international basis, both with traditional businesses as well as network marketing, is I look at the intent. When I'm looking to take on a client, I want to know what's the intent of the client. Are they here today and gone tomorrow? Are they trying to do a money grab? Or do they want to be a legacy company? Because I'm looking to work with only legacy companies. Those are companies that want to be here for 20 plus years. Well, one of the first signs of a legacy company is they establish a footprint somewhere in which you see here over a 10,000 square foot office. All right, it's not leased. They bought the space, and then they spent a tremendous amount of money importing different materials from Brazil, furnishings from Brazil. It looks like Wall Street. I mean, look at the third picture down here. You've got all these TVs, not just on the wall, but you got them across the top of the ceiling drop there too. And I mean, it's incredible. It's literally breathtaking. There's an apartment there for people that need to stay overnight. We got our trade floor. It's an open door policy here. So now the office is not fully launched yet. The materials got slowed down with the COVID-19, but very close to the red ribbon cutting on this. So everybody that got to tour, back then, it didn't look like these pictures when we took the tour, but it was definitely enough to go, wow, this is going to be absolutely incredible. But if you guys want to come down, just maybe contact the company, let them know, hey, I'd love to come into Panama and meet with the founders, or get to see the office, so on and so forth. You're more than welcome to do so. There's a boardroom set aside for that. Okay, so the trading success is achieved with a combination of live professional traders and proprietary algorithms. Okay, it's all managed in-house. The trading systems are done on our own, through our own facilities. The team of professional traders have extensive experience in both the Forex as well as EA design and management. Okay, expert advisors, also known as bots. All right. So very advanced system that, like I say, is almost a perpetual system now, because as they're trading the current algorithms, they're developing new ones, testing new ones, so on and so forth. So I love the system, love where it's headed. John, next slide. Okay, when it comes to marketing tools, this one hits a little bit close to home, because the fact that my company, the Conversion Pros, that's what we do. We're a software, marketing software company. We do back offices, commission tracking, and then when it comes to the marketing side of things, we've got, we're doing probably 15 to 20 million 15 to 20 million emails a day for our clients. We develop funnels, autoresponders. We've got all the professionals and behind the scenes, about 50 people on our marketing team that do everything from professional ad copywriters to designers to, you name it, we've got it. We've developed the CashFX marketing system for CashFX, and we've pre-written the autoresponder series, both after opt-in as well as after they join. Okay, the series after they join tells them what to do each day. Hey, this is day one. You should do this to get the fastest success. All right. The ones after someone opts into your sales funnel, it starts trickling on them to tell them, a little bit more about the company each day, and encourage them to do an upgrade and become an active member in your downline. All right. We also have smart payment processing. We're actually in the final stages of testing a brand new pay in, pay out system. And so that's about to come to CashFX very soon here. We've been in development of that for quite some time. But, every aspect of the technology, even the trade technology that'll be is being finished up on the development side, that'll be rolled out to the users in the future with the next phase of the company. All of this type of stuff is all being designed and owned in-house. Okay, so extremely important. John, let's go ahead and jump over to the next slide. Let's watch another quick video here, guys. Jump into this academy. This is the product right here. So if you're wondering what's the product for CashFX, it's not the trading, it's the education. Okay, we want to give you guys a skill set that you can learn and take through the rest of your life with you. And if you've ever met a successful Forex trader, their life's pretty good. All right. Once you understand how to successfully trade, this market is obviously, it's a market of habit. All right, because it's people that are trading, and people are creatures of habit. So once you get that good trade mantra in place, it's something you can do for years and years and years to come. You'll make small tweaks and adjustments to your trade strategy over time, but it's definitely something that will improve most of your lives. Okay, if you just you could even stay at your job and do this on part-time or whatever it is that you choose to do. But I've never met a millionaire that doesn't have multiple streams of income. Okay, so however you slice this up, however you want to get involved, if you want the company to do the trading for you, great. If you want to learn and do it yourself, great. Okay, it's totally what you want to do. So as we jump into this, you're going to see it's broke down into different elements or into different, parts. Okay, you have the elemental series. This is like your Forex Trading 101. This is where you learn the basics. Because if you don't understand the lingo, it's like when I first went in the U.S. Air Force, all this terminology is getting thrown around that I had never heard before. I grew up on a ranch. I didn't know, all these different military terms and things, And so one of the first things I needed to do was figure out what the heck is my sergeant saying to me, okay? Very similar here. When you enter a brand new market, you want to know what are all these terms? Because if you don't know, you could miss something very important. So elemental series, Forex 101, right there, modules 1 and 2, okay? Then you go into the advanced series, advanced professional series. This is going to be a gradual progression on your education, All right. So each Academy pack that you go into is going to be a little bit more and more advanced. With the Advanced Professional Series, it's going to take you into Forex concepts and techniques. All right, things that are critical for you to understand. In this here, we've got modules 1 through 4 that basically walks you through all that. As soon as we go into the Supreme Series, and guys, I want to say this is very interactive. Okay, we want to hit every possible way to educate you, visual, audio, interactive, whatever the case may be. We're trying to get you to engage so you absorb more material quicker. All right. The Supreme Series introduces you to the most challenging aspect of Forex Mastery, the psychology of professional trading. And if you've ever tried Forex trading, and you might be sitting there saying right now, oh, it didn't work for me. Why didn't it work for you? Okay. Were you properly educated? Should you have even been trading at that time? Okay. And one of the things about the psychology is if you've traded and you got yourself into trouble, okay, so maybe you had a losing trade and you thought, oh, this has great leverage for this market. I'll go in a little deeper, okay, I'll go in a little heavier, and I'll make up that loss. And then what happens? You rushed into it trying to get those gains back, right? And then you lose again. And you try it again, and you lose again. You got to stick to your trading mantra. You got to understand what it is that you're doing so you can be successful with it, all right? Any market you go into, if you don't have the basics figured out, it's really hard to gain success. Now, the trading packs. I want to break this down for you because this is going to go into the next series, which Justin's going to be sharing with us here shortly about the compensation plan, rewards plan, okay? But the Elemental series, it's packages 300 through 3,000. Each one of these, what's important to see here, guys, is that 30% of that goes towards your education. The other 70% is going to go into the trading pool where you can earn while you learn. Okay, so the company will be trading that for you while you're going through your education. Each one of these packages also comes with leadership program points. Okay, so if you took, let's take the $1,000 one for example, you got a $300 Academy pack, 700 went into the trading pool, and you got 500 PV. Now that PV is not going to help you advance. Justin will talk about that later. It's your downlines PV that helps you advance. Okay, John, let's go to the next slide. Okay, then we move into the advanced series. Same thing here. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this page other than just to draw to your attention. The advanced series goes from your $5,000 package through your $20,000. Each one of them, again, 30% towards your education, 70% towards the trading, and every one comes with PV. Same thing here. Supreme series goes from 30,000 through the 100,000. Okay, everybody wants to get to that 100,000. What's really exciting is that as we went through the numbers, and Justin's going to talk about it, but you literally could start at the 300 and earn your way all the way through to the 100,000. Therefore, you have access to all that education along the way. You don't need to keep coming out of your pocket with more and more money to get your higher education. This is one of the first companies I've ever seen that allows you to earn your education. And so it's incredible. I love the concept here, but that's how everything's going to break down here, guys, as we move forward in the presentation.
Hey, Ron?
Yes, sir.
We're making a new club. The name of the club is we're gonna name it 100K Pack Club.
I like it.
$100,000 Pack Club. Yeah, something around that.
We'll spin off of that. But I love the idea, and that's definitely something every one of you guys should be shooting towards. So. Guys, at this point I get the honor of introducing a very good friend of mine, our CEO, President, Oscar Lopez, an individual I've talked a lot about here, but I can't even begin to do him any kind of justice. You just need to get to know Oscar. Come to the next event when the announcement is made. Jump on your ticket and meet us because that'll absolutely change your life. You need to meet everybody behind the scenes face-to-face to understand how real everybody is, what our intentions are here, and what this company can literally do for you. And this is our visionary. This is our CEO, Mr. Oscar Lopez.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my friend. And as usual, guys, this is a master presentation that Mr. Rompo has delivered today. As usual, very motivating. If you're new in the company right now, you must be, very clear about, the powerful information that we shared for you today with Ron. For me, it's an honor, it's a pleasure, also, my friend, riding this, this amazing trip with you and with everybody in the corporate staff, John, and everybody making this possible. We got some exciting news. I was actually in a meeting with our IT, our CTO, like the people in Conversions Pro, working and developing the technology with the back office and everything. And it's just amazing. We got some exciting news. I'm not going to share it today. You're going to be first joining our company today, purchase one of the packages, and then we will invite you to a next corporate call so we can, share so we can share a little bit about the exciting news that we have, new system coming, and a few cool stuff. Now, today I'm really excited and happy because I know how hard and how
To me.
intense this individual worked with us since day one. Since he joined, I knew about him because of the leadership talk about him. He was a very, let's say, a very intrigued person because he's always,
Working
wanted to
hard.
know more. He asked a lot of questions, and like those tricky questions that nobody is looking. But he, as a leader, he make an effort to understand how our company works, and so he can lead others in the right way. So right now, I want to bring this call and I want to, congratulate one of our members because this section is for you to see that if they did, you can do it as well. And everybody here in the company is, tasting in every way possible what is to have success in the very, in the easiest way possible. And that's great about a system that you can join and you can, even without experience having success. And that's is, what it's all about. Right now I want to congratulate our new director in the company, Mr. Lee Osha. He is one of our top leaders. He recently joined to the directors and above club
Awesome.
chat with,
Leo
with us
Shea
with the
away.
corporate, and we can share with him some of this,
Director.
his personality, his leadership, and how he is building a path of success not only for him, but he's helping a lot of families around the world. So from United Kingdom today, Mr. Lee Osho, welcome to the call and congratulations in this important, third step ranked achievement of director, going to President's Club soon because he's projecting to us, and just I was talking to Justin and with Luigi, they say, well, I think I'm gonna be, you know, uh, sharing this top rank with, some people very soon. I don't know if it's gonna be John, it's gonna be Lee, it's gonna be Mr. Ron. I don't know, but today we're gonna we're gonna find out what Lee got to say about it. Welcome, my friend. Welcome to the call and congratulations. Welcome. Share with us a little bit.
Thank you, Oscar. Can you hear me okay?
Very well. Very well.
Thank you, Oscar. Wow, I'm humbled. Oscar, I come to these webinars almost 14 times a week, and I really like to get to the testimonies because I love listening to the testimonies because I love hearing people's success. So to be the testimony today, I'm really humbled. So thank you so much. Oh, I'm so pleased I got the director. I've been after that for a while. I just want to really thank my team. Oscar, I'm feeling super proud of this company. I'm feeling safe. I'm delighted with what's going on for everybody else. And I know I'm not the only person feeling that. So listen, participants tonight, if Cash Forex has helped you pay a bill, it's helped pay a mortgage, helped your children go to school, maybe paid your electricity, go ahead and put in the comments, high five CEO. Put in there high five CEO if, CashFX has done wonders for you, because I know what it's done for me. Here we go. There we go, Mr. Waska. Waska, put your hands up. High five to you. Well, everybody, I started this journey almost
I wish I could have a sticker, in there so I can put my
Look
hand.
at that. Look at that. Look at that. That just shows you that
Oh,
I'm not
let me add something. Yeah, stop it, guys. Stop it. Let's put, congrats, Lee. I Lee, because this is all about you, my friend. You're
I
the
know.
one making it.
I know, but my journey started back almost a year ago when my good friend Justin and Luigi reached out to me. They said, Lee, we've got something you should take a look at. It's Forex. And initially I said, oh, no, not Forex. Because, Ron, you're exactly right. I tried Forex and I lose trades, and I was losing, and I thought, no, I don't want Forex. And then it took me a day or two, and then I started to look into the company, and I saw some webinars with yourself and Ron, and I thought, you know what, this is automated. This is exactly what I'm looking for. And then a few weeks later, I saw an amazing 6-hour live presentation with our live traders, and we were watching the trades. And this is where I was all in. This is where I thought, you know what, I'm going to ask all the questions, because I got a funny feeling I'm going to bring everybody that I know, that I worked with before, into this company. So I really want to thank everybody that said yes to me. I hope you're having tremendous success like me. I thought, you know what, I'll see if I can get director within a year. I'm going to go for it. So luckily, we only had 2 weeks left. We got there, and we made it. So
2 weeks
I'm just delighted with what's happening. I'm super, super happy that we've got a company that really executes what they say. I mean, I've been around, I've done 4 or 5 different network marketing companies, and they always come on and they tell a good story, and they show those wonderful prizes, but they can't deliver. They never execute. Here, 100% of what you and Ron Pope and all of the team have said, you executed. You told us at the Panama event you were going to do the live trades. It was going to be in our back office. You told us we were going to have an upgraded website. It's delivered. You told us people were going to get their new prizes that nobody saw. And, watching Justin and Luigi run on stage with their new Porsche, I can't wait to see where the rest of this year goes. I'm just delighted. And I just want to close on this. I just want to thank everybody that's helped me get here, because I know I couldn't do it alone. Every dollar you guys put in, and every 1 point of personal volume you put in, you've helped me get to director. And I hope I can repay you back and continue over the years to help you develop all of you. And I hope to see everybody at the same time. Thank you once again, Oscar. Thank you, Ron. Everybody, thank you so much.
One wonderful testimony, Lee. Congratulations again.
Congratulations,
and
Lee.
I have this packed pile of boxes with pins inside, with ownership certificates and handcrafted, like this. I was talking with the Aussie Tanner company from the United States this week. It was my manager was talking about wow, look at that, so awesome. These boxes was so nice with the pins, and have huge pile, because we order so many pins for our members, and we implemented this way of recognition to motivate people to be on the event. So I can't wait for Punta Cana event happen. Hopefully this pandemic, we can control it, and we can go get back to our normal lives. And I can wait to I've been doing this list to save the pins for all of you guys, and be able to hand it over all the collectible pins. There are real silver, real gold pins with diamonds and everything. We made sure that we build a leadership program that make all of us pride, not only for the achievement of helping others, but also to be part of something great, be something, for long term. That's why every decision that we took in the company with all the corporate staff is based on long term, and longevity is what is best for you guys and for organization. So um, I know that looking back, when we remember people like Lee Osher, and I remember that I we spoke sometimes, with Ron. I think we were on a different calls since the beginning in last year. So it's really nice and it feels good to see the progress of a leader, of an individual that you saw at the beginning, and then you see the progress, and how this company is changing many people's lives. So we feel good, and this is what it's about, guys. All of you, there are guests today. We make happen. We make things happen because we want a better life for everybody. We didn't build this company for ourselves. This company belongs to all of you, because without you, we don't have nothing. Being said that, I'm gonna wrap up this section. Congratulate on our new director. We have a select group of directors in the company. I hope many of you can keep going, moving forward with that, building this. We're making huge progress with our technology, with the trades, with the market condition right now, and we know that that's what we're looking for: a stable income for our families. We also know tomorrow is Saturday, we were talking about before, and and it reminds me,
Get
tomorrow
paid,
is
baby.
16th of May. Also, we pay the Matrix
Matrix.
2 times a month, so it's gonna be double jeopardy. We were talking about it, that tomorrow is Saturday, but also it's 16 of the month, when we pay the residual for all the withdrawals made on the companies. It's gonna be an interesting Saturday. Also, it's gonna be more interesting because due to the pandemic events in the world, we open up all levels. So regardless your level, your purchase pack, you can enjoy everything that is under you, and it's courtesy of the whole team here at Cash FX, so you can enjoy, and help you out to upgrade, help you out with making more money. So, John, I think we have our top rank in the company now. Is up to him now to motivate and explain how this simple three-step comp plan works, because it's really simple. Fast start, unilevel, and matrix, is the way you follow the lead of those having success. Yes, happy Saturday. Wow. I see the chat. Many happy Saturday, guys. Many happy
Waskar, I'd love Justin's feedback as he gets started, because one of the things that I hear over and over and over from members that got started entirely based on the beginning of this presentation that Ron was talking about. They love the idea of beginning to earn in the Forex market without all of the work that normally is associated with earning in the Forex market. Years and years and years of mistakes before you know not what to, or know what not to do. And so we have so many people that join with the intention of only being a customer. And when they realize how easy this is to share, they start becoming very interested in what Justin's about to talk about.
True. It's true. I mean, we're talking with an individual that I'm going to help introduce. Justin, you become an inspiration for so many people. When others are looking in the wrong side of the road, maybe a little bit complain or something. I never hear any complaint about from coming from Justin. Is only looking forward and talking about solution, talking about how to build, how to overcome. So when you think about every time you complain about anything, for most small things that it is, you're looking at your failure 100 times delayed. You're delaying 100 times what your goal is. And I learned that in the hard way more than a decade ago. And with self development, and it's just the way it is. You're gonna create what is your brain is processing, what is coming out of your mouth. Your brain don't distinguish it is good or it is wrong. It is the subconscious mind that is going to react what you're talking about. It is the way it is. So I always been impacted by the way this individual, build his team, and the way he impact in a positive way everybody. So it's a recognition for you guys, for you, Justin, that you should be proud of. Okay, so thank you very much for that leadership, and your mic, yours.
High five, CEO.
Hey, Justin, if I can add just real quick, because you've been a personal friend of mine for quite some time, and
Sure.
and you have done a lot, as Waskar said, for this company, but you've done a lot for the individuals in which you brought in. You've developed, true leadership within your group. I mean, Leosha being one of them, and you and John as well. You guys have traveled the world. You've gone to different markets to help literally open markets. So as you start presenting here today, I just want everybody to understand there's different levels of engagement here with Cash FX. If you want to be a leader, if you want to be the top of the company like Justin, it does take sacrifice. It takes a lot of hard work. And Justin, one of the things that comes to my mind when I think about you is a statement from Og Mendino, okay? And I have this on my Facebook page if anybody's been on there, but it says, failure will never overtake me if my determination to succeed is strong enough. And every time I see that, I think about you, because it's been just absolute determination, drive, and you will not accept failure as an option. And so, you tell me I'm a mentor to you. Bro, you've been a mentor to me over this last, year as well, and thank you. You're not corporate, but you are as close to corporate as you could possibly be, and your
Brother
influence
from
and
another
your
mother.
and so forth has just been absolutely incredible to have on this journey with us. So thank you, Justin. I just really wanted to add that.
Well, I appreciate that, Ron, and Waskar, appreciate that as well. Those are some powerful words, and they really hit home. They mean a lot to me, guys. So I appreciate that. You do put in a lot of time and a lot of effort. And Waskar says it's all the time. It's because our level of belief here is very high. That belief has grown. And for those of you who don't know, Ron introduced me. I mean, Ron called us back in the beginning of July, and Ron and I have spoken very often over the last several years. We're good friends, like you said, a mentor. And when he called us and said, "Hey, man, I know you guys have done real well in the crypto space, and we've got something here you need to take a look at," it was a real simple decision once we found out that Ron was not just an infrastructure partner to Waskar and the team, but he was really going to come on board and build this, take a position, and build a team. I knew that Ron had done the work, and Ron already talked about the extensive due diligence, meeting with Waskar and going over the back end and all that sort of stuff. So I won't get into that, but I will get into this part. So let me do me a favor. Anybody on this call that's looking forward to stack some Bitcoin tomorrow, do me a favor and write the word Bitcoin in the chat. If you're excited because your balance is going to be loaded with Bitcoin tomorrow, do me a favor and write the word Bitcoin in the chat. It is a triple threat. It is a triple threat Saturday. We love our Saturdays here at Cash FX. Before I jump into this, I do want to show this because Waskar did talk about it. And so we love these. This is the box. You can see how thick it is. It's excellent craftsmanship. It's made by the same company that makes the Olympic medals. It comes with, you guys can see there the actual pin. It does have a diamond in there. It is 18 karat gold. Yes, I've taken it out of the box before. But what's even nicer is that little pin comes with a Porsche 911. And we'll get into that here in a second. So
wow.
Ron, love you, brother.
Kick it.
Waskar, you as well. And yeah,
I love the picture with Luigi with that forge. You know,
Uh,
it really looks amazing.
I told him this the other day, and I think this is what you meant when you popped into the webinar the other day. We really need to take the picture of his blue Porsche and put it on the slide for President's Club.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
It's the original one, the real live one.
The real live one.
It's the first one from many.
The first of many. And like you said, I mean, we could list at least a dozen directors right now that are literally on the verge of moving into that President's Club. So it really is. It's a race to see who hits that second position, you guys.
The Bitcoin are separate for that already.
The Bitcoin's already separate. Look, that's $100,000, you guys.
The wallet.
Who here wants to learn how to make some money? Because that's what I think everybody comes here for. So let's just break it down. We're going to keep it really, really simple today. Bear Capital, that's our customers. As soon as you come in and you decide which one of those contracts, like how big is your vision? Is it a $300 vision? Is it a $5,000 vision? I'll let you decide. But once you figure out how big your vision is, and you purchase one of those trade packs, you're now earning Bear Capital. You have the ability through that trade cap to earn a double. So if it's $1,000 vision, it's going to pay you back $2,000. Really simple. That's based off of the technology and the success of the trades. I will also say that the weekly trades, as we've been talking about throughout this webinar, those are paid to your balance every single Saturday at noon, like clockwork for 10 months, you guys. Next is the Bull Capital. Now, you start to get some belief, and like John said, a lot of people come in as customers. They just want to finally win in Forex, like it says in the beginning, you know, just a couple mouse clicks away, and the simplicity of the platform. And then they realize how simple it is, and they see how it works. And then they start picking up the phone and calling brothers and neighbors and uncles. And before you know it, you've got guys hitting executive. We had another Kirk was on the webinar this morning, and the same, you know, had been burnt and tired of network marketing and came in as a customer, and now he's an executive. And so that Bull Capital opens up team bonuses, fast start bonuses, and unilevel bonuses. And then the piece we're all talking about, which is the rank, which is as you build your organization, as your business grows, and you start bringing on more customers and more networkers, you earn these points off of those packages, which gives you the ability to earn more in the compensation plan, as well as some really cool prizes. I will say this. I like to just say this. This is this participation in this part of the program, you guys, is no guarantee for success. It's already been mentioned. Hard work, discipline, consistency, and massive action are required to earn some kind of an extraordinary income. But I'm telling you, when you focus and apply yourself, there is no better vehicle out there to get you to where you want to be financially. So let's break it down, the difference between the bear and the bull. So when a $1,000 contract is purchased, it's a 70-30 split. 70% goes into your trade account. Within 3 business days, you're in the profit. Within 3 business days, you'll start receiving those benefits from the companies trading, the traders, the algorithms, the technologies that Ron did a wonderful job at explaining to you guys. The other 30%, well, that goes into the Bull Capital. Another point we love here is Waskar and Edwin, the company, have decided to pass on 100% of the product. Now, you have some companies that say they pay out 70% or 80%, and we never really know, but we know here that 50% of the product goes into a fast start, which you have access to withdraw instantly. So that's your daily income. If you're out there building your business and you're out helping people get started, you're going to earn that fast start bonus instantly. The other 50% is going to go into a unilevel or a team bonus. And so once you become a bull, you now have the ability to earn an additional 2x on the total value of your contract.
That's right.
So let's talk a little bit about the trading results. Again, the technology, it's a combination of professional traders with over 25 years of experience, with real strategies, like strategies where the CEO of EverFX said we're nothing short of magical. You understand? And so it's a combination of those strategies with software. And it's very important for you to understand the experience of our trading team is not just trading, it's managing and updating that software, which is a constant it's a constant occurrence because the market is shifting and moving, and world leaders are saying things they shouldn't say, and it's affecting currencies, and it's crazy. But the beauty is we get to leverage those results. Now, CashFX has set a maximum earning cap of 15%, and for those members that are here now, we're starting to see that incline again and get back to some of those numbers we were excited about before this crazy pandemic. Next is the fast start. Again, 50% of the trade contract. You guys go out and sell a $10,000 contract. It's 15% of the 30%. So it's 50% of the product paid out instantly into your balance.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, I think, is the unilevel. I'm going to apply here a quote. I don't know if it originated with this man or not, but I know he has said it many times. In fact, a lot of these public speakers have. But maybe it was Zig Ziglar, maybe it was Jim Rohn. But it's real simple. The more people you help make money, the more money you make. We repeat that. The more people you help make money, the more money you make. And that's all this is about. So if you're here today and you're new to this industry, don't get confused. Here's what I can tell you. Go out there and help some people get started. And then help those people help some people get started. What I do love, and I will mention, is right out of the gate, you earn on the first 4 levels of this unilevel. You're not required to go out and put in a bunch of people in or sign up a bunch of people or hit these ranks. You actually earn that 10% off of those trade packs that are purchased on levels 2, 3, and 4 right out of the gate. And then, of course, you get into those gold ranks where you get these gold pins and you start to earn an infinity bonus. And so the harder you work, the more people you help money, the deeper into your organization, in fact, all the way to infinity, is what you will be able to earn from. Very lucrative part of the compensation plan. Next up is the forced matrix. So tomorrow is Saturday. Tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, we will receive this week's trade pool payouts. After today's Friday, the trade pool payout percentage will be posted. And so we'll receive our trade bonus for the week. We'll receive that team building bonus from the unilevel for the week. And we're going to receive this forced matrix. Now, where the unilevel allows you to go out and put an unlimited amount of people on level 1, which is your personally sponsored customers, the matrix is a computer fills in the system from left to right. It's a forced matrix, and you have your first 3 would be on your first level, and then they would filter in from there. Where this is a little bit different, but also a unique opportunity for our customers, is the fact that the customer who never signs up or sells a single trade pack can still benefit from the matrix. And I forget where I heard it, if it was maybe it was the last corporate webinar, but we have several examples of this in our own organization where people got started and were just in such a position, never signed up or sold a single trade pack, and they've got 400, 500, 600 people in their matrix. And so here's the simple part that I want you to take away. First and foremost, everyone pays a withdrawal fee, the Bear customer and the Bull Team Builder. Think of it like a broker fee. Every platform you're part of requires you to pay a fee when you do a withdrawal. The difference here is this 20% does not go into the pockets of Oscar and Edwin and the rest of the owners. This is not profit for CashFX. This is profit for you and I. And so just think, look at the numbers there, you guys. 88,572 positions in your matrix. Now, let's say you fill up 5% of that. And everyone withdraws their profits, which is what we're seeing every single day. So 50% goes into a bonus, which gets paid out on the 1st and the 16th. 10% goes into a matching bonus, which I think is on the next slide. And then 40% goes into a leadership bonus. And Waskar already mentioned, we've unlocked all of the levels. And so you have the ability now, regardless of what size contract you are on, you will be able to receive that bonus, that matrix bonus, from everybody down all 10 levels of your organization. This was a very, very gracious move by the company, and I'm telling you, we see people tomorrow that will receive 3-figure checks, 4-figure checks, and even 5-figure bonuses tomorrow from this. Now, this is the 10%. This is another override. All of those people in your matrix that are getting paid tomorrow, you're going to receive a 10% override bonus on top of your matrix bonus from, and that also pays out on Saturday. So wide open matrix. Last but not least is our leadership program. You know, without getting into too much detail for the new person here, you know, here's what I can tell you. You only ever need 3 personal signups. You only ever need to be on a minimum of the $1,000 trade pack. You can see that through the entire roadmap, okay? And it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So where you see 25,000 points in your organization, you and 3 others can build an organization. We've seen people hitting executive in 7 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. I mean, it just depends on how much you want to change your life. Each rank level comes with the pin, comes with some prizes, which I think we're going to go through here on the next slide. First rank is executive, gets you an iPad or some Bitcoin. So for those of you that don't want the prize, that's okay. The Bitcoin is paid out on the 6th of, starting to pay out on the 6th of every month. Listen, the second rank in the company, you guys, you get a $10,000 luxury Rolex watch on your wrist, or $7,500 in Bitcoin. You know, director is a paid trip, $15K. Do you know where you guys can go for you and a spouse with $15K? I mean, some pretty exotic places. I think that might be Bora Bora there. Beautiful huts on the water. Next prize is the supercars, which starts at the President's Club. Definitely the blue one is sharper, I will tell you that. John, we need to get that blue one on this slide, man. Let's work on that.
We can get that done.
100,000, and like you heard the CEO say, those 100,000s are already allocated for our directors, because we know a few of you are literally maybe a month or less away. And I'm telling you guys, please come join us. It's lonely at the top right now. Look at that, Ferrari, $200,000 car, guys. And the last but not least is a $500,000. And like my friend Lee O'Shea says, let's be Lambros, or, you know, if you're a female, we'll have to figure out the term for that. But the $500,000 Lamborghini. Now listen, this leadership program, I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke. It's not easy. You have to be a leader. You have to have the ability, the desire, like Waskar and Ron said, to invest your time, energy, and effort into the success of your group, your organization, your leaders. But I'm going to tell you guys, once you wrap your mind around this compensation plan, which, like Ron mentioned in the beginning, the company was not created around a compensation plan like many of other network marketing companies. It took these guys 6 months to perfect what we have here, and this is one that is built for the long haul.
Yes.
John, back to you.
Thank you, buddy. Greatly appreciated. And, you know, it really is really impressive. It's inspiring, in fact, to see how quickly individuals, once they understand the process, how to reach the rank of executive, how fast they're doing that. And I agree with you. I think that the $10,000 bonus that comes with manager, considering people are hitting that in 8 weeks, it's crazy.
The great second prize, man.
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. So, you know, we're sometimes I forget that we're an infant. Even in dog years, we're still babies.
Yes. Yes.
We're still wetting the bed in dog years if we're little kids.
That's right. That's
So,
right. And I mean, guys, log in your back office and go to the leadership page and look at all of the executives. Look at how many managers we now have, and like, you know, the just another incentive for you guys to get to that director level is we have an exclusive chat for communication directly with corporate, and you know, we get to have our finger on the pulse, and so we can't wait to see more of you guys. And I really hope we can, that the world gets back to some level of normalcy, and we could have an event in Punta Cana in July. Man, that's going to be so exciting.
So to wrap up, Justin, what instruction would you give for those individuals, that list of ones that were watching all of this information? How should they get back to the person that asked them to watch this presentation?
Yeah, that's important. Get back to the person that invited you here. If you're catching this if you're here live with us, we have well over 200 participants. You know, just reach back out to that person and say, you know what, you might have some questions. Everything might not be crystal clear. But again, you know, another famous entrepreneur said, when somebody introduces you to a life-changing opportunity and you're just not quite sure how to do it, get started and figure it out later. So get back to the person that invited you. Figure out, again, you know, if you have to start at the 300, you start at the 300.
That's right.
Get in on the inside, learn how everything works, and then, you know, the rest is history. Jump on the journey with us, guys.
We learned about a new club coming up, 100K club. There are people, you and I know people that started at $300.
Yeah.
That would be part of that 100K club right now.
It's crazy.
So you start wherever you need to start. Right now, everybody has been battening down the hatches because many people's financial future is uncertain. Don't feel bad if you need to start at $300. All you need to do is start. But I think it would be an advantage if you let your friends know, if you've seen enough on the sharing side of this, that you already know, even though you don't have all the answers yet, that you're going to want to share it. Make sure you let your friend know that you're going to want to share this. Or if you just want to jump on board and test drive this as a customer, then let your friend know that, and they'll help you get started the right way. So thank you, everyone who spoke today. Thank you very much for your wonderful testimonial, Lee. And thanks for all of you for taking time out of your busy schedules to come hang out with us for a while. So we all appreciate it. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll be seeing you at, I think we've got something special to be presented here.
Oh, it's just a little bit of motivation, you know, regardless.
All right, good.
Like regarding the leadership page, a little bit of promotion for all of you. You know, we're implementing a new messages system also. So a little bit, you know, short 40-second video motivating all of you to check your new leadership page in the back office, and to also, you know,
new leadership
do the
page.
math,
Okay, cool.
do the numbers,
Rocket.
research for those who
Rocket.
are producing in your organization to reach out to the next level, because we want to you know, recognize you, and we want to give you prizes, and what we want as a company is to see you at the top, succeeding with us. So thank you very much. For me, I'm gonna, you know, say goodbye for now, and it's been a pleasure, John, to be in the call, sharing with Ron, with Lee, this great success.
Thank
again,
you, Oscar.
Congratulations, Lee, and to this new rank.
Thank you,
Welcome
Justin.
to you know, to our chat.
Thank you, Ron
and,
Pope.
to keep
Guys, Rob.
growing
Thanks
as
to
a family.
John
Guys,
Kinnear.
thank
Appreciate
you,
you,
everybody,
buddy.
for being here. Let's go ahead and watch
Kick
this
it.
short video.
Thank you.
John, big hug for you, and have a great day.
Thanks so much.
Something I don't know about. Oh yeah, that's there. That part. Brand new features.
That's very tasteful, Ron. We've got a heck of a team behind the scenes that builds some of these things out and builds that leadership page. It's really exciting to see how your team is growing and the whole CFX from programming to design team is growing as well.
Part of your team, and the collaboration in the marketing side. So we feel very good. This is another thing. This is I'm going to share another thing that is popping up. Is one of the things that are that we're sharing with a lot of people is the testimonial run. I'm sorry, John. This is the testimonial things that I wanted to share. Sorry about that. Here it is. Let me know when you see it.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Audio is good too.
This I like very much.
Nice. Excuse me.
Sharing the love in social media, guys.
Yeah, actually, that's a really good point you bring up. Don't forget, all of you that haven't yet connected to our social media outlets, please make sure you do so. If you're a member, you do that right in the banner that Ron's team loaded in the back office for you. You can't miss it. It's the first thing you see. Each one of those social media icons, they're clickable. That takes you right to the source, and you make sure you join as a member, because the company actually has some prizes set aside for the goals once we reach those goals, and you can see the goal timeline right on the banner in the back office as well.
10,000 followers, and I'm pretty sure that we're halfway down, very close to the half, and combined with Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So we're putting a lot of attention, and we're starting sharing some update and corporate news on those channels.
Cool.
So for the review, yeah, I think that's it for today. Thank you very much, guys. God bless you, and see you.
Everybody have a great day.
God bless, Oscar.
Signing off.
Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thanks, John.